Happy Tuesday. Let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett from Daily Edge Sports, and we're back with another WNBA prize picks video. I'm going to give you 3 picks that I like today. Not a whole lot on the board here early in the morning. They do not have the Fever and Atlanta game up there, so we only got the Liberty and Chicago Sky, which has been horrendous. Liberty's favored by 18.5 here, so it was kind of hard to find some plays that I did like, but I'm going to show you a different approach to these and kind of give you some analysis behind them. If you don't have that PrizePicks account, if you want to join along, use that promo code CashCake, play $5, get $50 instantly. You'll also be eligible for a free month of our elite subscription service, which gets you access to our tools and all of our picks. Let's get after it. All right, PrizePicks desktop is up here. And as you can see, we don't have a ton to work with here this morning. They just have not put up anything with that Fever, the Indian Atlanta game. So, it was kind of tough to find some plays that we could talk about because there's not a ton out here. There wasn't even a WNBA first half out here. So I'm doing this thing pretty early to try to knock this out, try to get on a few plays in this game. Again, it's kind of tough with this game. You kind of have to play it by, Liberty are favored by 18.5, right? So, they played once already, and they back on May 22nd, and they absolutely stomped the mud hole in them at 99-74. So they won by 25 points. And Sabrina was in foul trouble early, only played 20 minutes. So again, we're going to dive into this a little bit. First, I'm going to show you kind of my full approach when I do any kind of research and picks right now. What I first do is I head on over to our PrizePicks Projection EV tool here. Again, if you get this with your tools subscription service or Elite, either one of those will get you access to this. If you want to pull up Easy on Demons and Goblins or Projection EV, you can get this absolutely for free if you're a first-time depositor here for PrizePicks or any of these other sites right here. Again, first-time depositor, you'll get this Elite subscription service for absolutely free. So let me kind of go through and kind of show you how I do this every day. First thing I do is always go to Projection EV tool here. We're going to pull up Angel Reese. And as you can see, they're just going to, this is the toughest matchup for her, right? And if we kind of look at the projections we have here, fantasy score, we got her under. Points and rebounds, we have her under. Points, we have her slightly under. Points, rebounds, and assists, we have her slightly under here. Rebounds, we got her tad over. Like, she can get there, but the plus EV is on under the 12.5 number. So I think the best thing here is looking at fantasy score and points, rebounds, and assists. So I'm going to head over to Outlier here. This is kind of a site you can get this for a free 7-day trial. I always like to use this after I pulled up our projection to just kind of find out what historical data and whatnot to kind of look at everything. And we are actually going to be building something like this in Daily Edge Sports. Have a lot in the works in the background. So we want to incorporate all of historical data kind of like this into what we're doing down the road. But for now, this is what I'm using for historical data. So anyways, points, rebounds, and assists here. Angel Reese, as you can see, that's the PrizePicks line right now. Played the Liberty back on the 22nd and only put up 2 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist there in 27 minutes. Just absolutely got, again, just toasted there. Hasn't been great over the last 3. They've just been an absolute dumpster fire. And so, 2025, you can see she's had a couple games there against the Sparks, Phoenix, and then that first game against the Fever, they lost a ton. They're just a horrific team. So, yeah, I think you can look at, again, fantasy score-wise, if you kind of want to see this year what she's done as well. Again, if you can look at that, taking that as well. I kind of like the points, rebounds, and assists, to be honest with you. I think that's where I'm going to land with her on this one. But again, I have no problem if you want to take less than fantasy score as well. Those are 2 of my favorite that I'm looking for Angel Reese's unders. And yeah, we'll dive into the next one here. Again, I always start on the tool here. I've already done this research, so I'm just kind of pulling them up. Natasha Cloud. Now, this one makes me nervous. She has not done a ton here. Points and rebounds where I'm looking at FanDuel minus 136 on the under at 13.5. We get it projected for just shy of 13 here at 12.62. It's already got pushed down to 13 here on PrizePicks. You could look at the same thing at points, rebounds, and assists. You could look at the same at fantasy score here, just about there. So if we come and pull Natasha Cloud up, as you can see, she has not shot the ball a ton over the last 5 games, right? Especially the last 3. Played against Washington here, only took 1 shot attempt, right? 1 shot attempt. Minutes, 24-20, had 30 minutes against Washington, and still is not shooting the ball. Only shot the ball 4 times, 1 of 4. Now, this is the game that she could get right. Now, that's the only thing that makes me worry here, to be honest with you. This is the game she could get right. I'm looking at points and rebounds here. She's been under it in the last 5, as you can tell. Early in the season here, absolutely smashed the first couple games. Shot crazy, 60-67% from the field, 17 shots that first game. Then went cold 2 games, and then basically just hasn't been shooting a ton. They really don't need her, right? But that's the thing. This, Stewie could go off against the Sky. Cloud can go off against the Sky. Sabrina can go off against the Sky. Jaquel Jones turned her ankle. I don't know if she's going to play or not. But if she plays, again, just adds another one that can go off against the Sky. They're just a horrendous team. But I'm leaning right here. I'm going to go lean under points rebounds right now for her. I still think she can get you some assists, as you can tell. Even when she wasn't shooting here, 5, 3, 7, and 5 assists. Put up 8 against that game against, early in the season again. So I really don't want to look at, looking at assist numbers here. If you want to go look at more than 5.5 assists, again, minus 158 on that one for her. If you're looking for something to go over in, it's moved to 6. But points and rebounds, I think that's where I kind of want to be less than this with her. Or again, if a popular play, points, rebounds, and assists, as you can tell, these are pretty popular, but there's not a ton up here. Sabrina at 4.5. There's a different one that I like for her. But yeah, Natasha Cloud, again, if you want to go under points, rebounds, assists, I'm just going to go points and rebounds. I think the way she clears this, honestly, if she just starts shooting the ball more. She hits a couple threes, maybe she gets going. It could screw us, but just kind of want to mention that when you're making your selections to kind of dive into that a little bit. And then the third and final pick here, I'll bring up Sabrina. As you can see, the most popular pick for her is the assist. We get her for 5.29 at the 4.5 assist number. I don't mind it, but I don't think there's a ton of meat left on the bone there. I feel a little bit better going to 22.5 points and assist, honestly. We got to project for 23.09. Again, heading over to Outlier and just kind of see where we're at here in 2025 season. If you look at it, she missed it in this game where they went up and they beat them by 25, 16-5. But she also only played 20 minutes here. It's like we didn't see a ton of minutes there. And big thing is I think I remember she got foul trouble early in that game. Then they didn't need her because everyone else can kind of do whatever they want against them, and only shot the ball 9 times, right? So 17 times she shot against Washington, really bad, 18%, and still had 20 with 7 assists, 13 points. So I feel a little bit better this way, going more than 22.5. Looks like DraftKings at minus 140 on that. FanDuel's at minus 120 at that 22.5. And so that's where I'm going to kind of be at her, looking at our projection, and also just looking at, the data. I think I'm going to be at the points and assists more than 22.5 for her. So again, it's really hard to pick Liberty who's going to actually go off against this team. Any one of them could, like I said, but this is what we have to do. This is what we have right now to kind of go off of. So I just want to give you that. I think Angel Reese, the less than points, rebounds, and assists or fantasy score is by far my favorite. And again, you can kind of consider those selections. So that's what we're looking at. Those 3 picks for you. Again, if you want access to our tool, you can head on over and use that promo code CashCake, and your first time depositor, you get it. Or any of these sites here, just follow the instructions at our free offer tab, and we'll hit you set up for 30 days of our elite subscription service. We get you the picks, not just for me, but our complete staff, and then also the tools that you can use, or you can just subscribe to them, get your tools or elite. Either one of these is going to give you the tools that I showed you here for the projection EV, and it'll give you this, and all this stuff automates or updates automatically as we get minute upgrades, any kind of, people that are out, it adjusts all that stuff So you want to keep refreshing this. We got a lot, again, we got a lot of changes coming up in the future. Adding more historical stuff like this down the road is where we want to be. But I wanted to kind of show you just a different approach here, kind of showing you Outlier a little bit. And again, you can get this with a 7-day trial. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to try this out in conjunction with our projection EV tool. It has been fantastic. So with that, appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the flip side. Enjoy your Tuesday. Deuces.